Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a silver stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 14th day of September 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to AppMex so we can check out those live spot prices. But before that, I'd like to welcome you over to Good Morning to You with Tiny Numismatics number 232 and rhymes. Now, looks like gold is down $4.80 to 17.12 even. Silver down 11 cents to 19.68. Platinum up $1.80 to 906.50, and palladium down $13.10 to 21.32 even Steven. Now, you probably noticed that silver popped yesterday, probably about 5 or 6%. That was pretty incredible. And then the mint, well, I got to tell you, they sent out an email yesterday. Did you get it? It says here, act fast. Special discount code for 2021 annual sets. You're probably thinking, wait, what's this all about? Well, did you get the email yesterday? It came with a special code that you can use, and it's a one-time use code, well, to get a fat discount. Here we go. It says here for a limited time, you can purchase the 2021 proof set, 2021 silver proof set, or the 2021 uncirculated coin set for 40% off. What? This is the perfect opportunity to keep your collecting going or to start a new one at a lower price. That's huge. So they give you a code here. You copy it like this, right click it, copy, and use it at checkout to redeem your discount, 40% discount valid for the 2021 proof set, 2021 silver proof set, and the 2021 uncirculated coin set. This discount applies to each individual set or all three sets together, and it is a one-time use code. So if you're going to buy all three of these, you have to set it up on your cart all at once. Otherwise, well, you'll miss out if you buy just one. All right, and is limited to the purchase of one of each set. So you can have one of each set, and it's one time for a total of 3 total products, 1, 2, and 3. The proof, the silver proof, and the uncirculated set. So it says here, this offer is valid until September 30th or until sold out. Don't miss it. So if you click here, it'll take you to, bam, annual sets, and you can enroll now for the annual sets. But look at it, once you put that code in, well, it shows you the price. Now, obviously, you know, the silver proof set price is $105, and that was increased from like $65. Incredible amount of money. Now, the proof set from 2022 is $32. And the uncirculated set for 2022 is $25.25. But if with this discount, look at this. It makes the uncirculated set $15.15. You can get one of them. The proof set from 2020, $19.20. And the silver proof set, and I think this is the one to get because it's fractional silver. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, 5 pieces of silver. Too bad there wasn't the 5 quarters in there, but still, $63 for that isn't so bad, is it? So there's the one with the 5. I love me some fractional silver. But anyway, folks, so there's what it would be. 63 plus 20, you're looking at $83.20. Plus another $15, you're looking at what, $98.35 or so. So $98.35 for all 3 of these products, and look at that, it's still less than what the silver proof set would be. So you can definitely catch up and find out what's what. Now, once you are at the checkout, you go to bag summary, you enter the promo code, you paste that there, and then you hit apply code. Now, if you've already used it, it'll say, yeah, this code has already been redeemed and you cannot use it. So like I said, it's a one-time code, but if you haven't used it, well, this is your opportunity to get a $63 US Mint set, use silver proof set, $19.20 proof set, and features the Tuskegee Airman and the 1-year, one-off Washington crossing the Delaware Quarter, and as well as this as well. That's incredible. Now, let's head over here to Numismatic News. It says here, this is by Mark Benvenuto, 17 hours ago, and this is Portraits of a Life Well Lived. And I was talking about this on the live stream the other day, that there was about 5 different designs for the Queen's reign on coins. And I'll show you the progression of it's just great. It's actually fantastic. So let me go here with you. From February 6, 1952, when she ascended to the British throne, Queen Elizabeth II held sway as monarch until she passed away on September 8, 2022, at the age of 96 years old. That's 25,782 days, a truly amazing span of time, and a record for any national ruler. Despite her advanced years, the Queen's passing has still come as a shock to much of the world. Collectors are aware that she has almost certainly been on more coins than any other person in history. That in turn means that there may be more ways to collect the coins of Elizabeth that we can count. Absolutely. But the easiest might be as simple as assembly of the portraits of the Queen on the circulating coins of Great Britain. So you could go into all these other Commonwealth countries, and Canada, Australia, and get their coinage. But I think they're talking about here, to start here, of the 5 portraits, okay, of Queen Elizabeth. Now, that's the first one there. And like I said, the crown increases in size in progression on the coins. And I'll show you here. Now, this is the first design here, and it's by Mary Gillick. The initial image of Queen Elizabeth on the coins of Great Britain and of many colonial lands of the British Commonwealth was the work of Mary Gillick. The image has become a classic one, showing young Elizabeth full of energy and not wearing any crown, but rather she wears a laurel wreath and has ribbons in her hair. And like I said, it shows the progression. Okay, now here we go. To say it's easy to find an example of British coinage bearing the Gillick image of a young Elizabeth might qualify as an understatement of the year. This portrait of the Queen is on everything from tiny British copper pieces up to the gold sovereigns. She is surrounded by what we might say are the usual suspects, at least when it comes to legends on British coinage. Now, this talks about what all this is: the DG, the Reg, the F, the D, all that good stuff. Now, it says here, these include her name, well as de gratia, so that means the grace of God. Regina is Latin for queen. FD is, well, that's for the Fidelis Defensor, meaning defender of the faith. The British monarch is the head of the Church of England and has been since the reign of King Henry VIII. Isn't that incredible? Now, the second design, that's here. Bam. And you can see the crown is more prominent now, and she looks a little bit older. Arnold Machin, I hope I said that right, 1968 to 84. The Gillick image was well-established standard by 68, when the second portrait of the Queen graced the coins of Britain. The work of Arnold Machin, I don't know. The second design shows the Queen wearing the royal diamond diadem crown, thought of by many as a tiara. It shows her in a more mature image that yet presents her with no less grace. Since this image was the main one used for nearly 20 years, it has become as common as the Gillick design and as easy to find. Now, here's the third one in this. All right, that's the third one. Raphael Marklouf, 1985 to 1987, about 12 years or so, 13 years. It was a sculptor born in Jerusalem who won the honor of having his image on the third iteration of British coins showing Queen Elizabeth. This image does not really show the Queen as much as all that much older, but if possible, it represents her in an even more elegant way, wearing a larger crown. There it is, bam, as well as earrings. There you go. The legends we have mentioned are still there surrounding her, but they've been abbreviated even more. Okay, so there you go. As with earlier 2 designs, this image is so common that finding a great example of one is amazingly easy. We won't be able to get it on a British farthing, as those were discontinued years before this design was created. As bad luck would have it, even the halfpenny denomination came to an end a year before this design release. But there are still copper pennies to be had for those of us who wish to stay with low denominations and low prices. On the other hand, for those who wish to adhere to the phrase go big or go home, there are also plenty gold sovereigns bearing this image. Now, there you go. This is the fourth one. Ian Rank broadly is it was almost the end of the millennium when the fourth official portrait of the Queen Elizabeth was unveiled on British coins. This time, it was the artistry of Ian Rank Broadley, who had studied both at home and at the British School at Rome in his efforts to become a master sculptor. Yes, his rendering of the Queen shows her as an older woman, but still does so in the best possible light. In this portrait, she again wears the tiara. There it is, because it doesn't have the full crown, right? The full circle. It says here, now that one right there. Bam. This is the fifth one, Jody Clark, 2015. And that is the final design, JC. The final portrait of Queen Elizabeth to grace everyday coins of Great Britain is the artwork of Jody Clark. Mr. Clark, Mr. Clark was a Royal Mint employee when he submitted his design anonymously into a competition. That's really cool, for a new and updated obverse design. In winning the competition, he became the youngest designer of such a portrait and also the first Mint employee to have such a commission in more than 100 years. That is incredible. That is a great story, and I wonder if Mr. Clark is continuing the designing of coins and all that. So he also set a record in being the first person to produce a design of the Queen entirely through digital means. Wow, incredible. Kudos to you, Mr. Clark. Now, Wrapping it up here, it says in the final version of a portrait of Queen Elizabeth, she again wears the royal diamond diadem as well as earrings. British coins sporting this royal image are for the fifth time incredibly easy to come by. There it is, from small to large. Whether a person wants to collect portraits of the Queen on small scales, such as copper pennies, or on some grander scale, such as gold sovereigns, there are 5 possibilities that are all quite easy to obtain. A simple quintet of coins can easily become an attractive small collection honoring the woman who reigned longer than any other monarch in history. That's right, you could put together 5 of these coins and it'd be pretty inexpensive, I would imagine. Now, it says here as well, proof sets of the different mintages or images are also very affordable. Indeed, there's an enormous number of ways to assemble some type of collection honoring Britain's longest reigning and much loved monarch. And I think what I would do is that I would go to this article here and I would say, okay, well, let's see when these images were used. All right, well, the second image was used from 68 to 84, but the first image, okay, was 1953. And it doesn't really say that here, does it? It really doesn't. That's kind of interesting. But that's okay. 1953, I believe, is the first year they had the designs for this one. Not this one. I'm sorry, the first one with the ribbon in her hair. And then I would buy the first one, okay, of 1968 for the second design. Then I would buy the 1985 version of the third version. Then the 1998, that's the fourth one. And in 2015, bam, that one there, Jody Clark. So that covers, and that's pretty comprehensive for all the Queen's coins. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Now, over here to plus ones today. Why did Billy get fired from the banana factory? Well, he kept throwing away the bent ones. I guess that would do it. Now, over here to 95.5 KOI on Coin News Radio. This is Led Zeppelin-Tea For One. Great song, 9 minutes, 25 seconds. It's a party in a song. Who knew? Now, final plus one here today. Bam! That's Proverbs 3:25 through 26. It says here, have no fear of sudden disaster or the ruin that overtakes the wicked, for the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being ensnared or snared. Yeah, Proverbs said that. So there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a silver stacker.